Watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News at 4 starts now.
The countdown to reopening now at 4, how businesses are gearing up for Phase 5 and what you can expect. Plus, state of safety, why Illinoisans are fearing for their life. Some breaking news to tell you about first at 4. Multiple first responders are handling a multi-car crash on Route 36 on the bridge over Lake Decatur. Our crew at the scene says at least 3 cars are involved. They also tell us that traffic is backed up for miles. We don't know about any injuries. You should avoid this area. And some developing news now. Moving forward in just hours, the state of Illinois will fully reopen. This after more than a year of being shut down because of the coronavirus pandemic. Every business in the state will now be able to operate without capacity restrictions or mask mandates. WAND's Megan Whitlock joins us now with more on what fully reopening exactly means, Megan.
Well, yeah, Chris, like you said, starting tomorrow, the state will enter Phase 5, meaning the state will completely reopen for businesses and events. That means all capacity limits and restrictions will be lifted. Businesses all across the state are preparing to be at full capacity again, including Anvil and Forge Brewing in Springfield. They say the main thing they are preparing for is having events and more people coming in the door again.
We're really trying to just bring entertainment back in and make sure like our outdoor area is nice and fun and like comfortable and cozy and stuff too. So we've just been like preparing to get more people coming in from COVID and stuff.
Governor Pritzker says moving into Phase 5 will be a significant milestone into helping local businesses and getting the economy back on track. As for mask mandates, the state will follow CDC guidelines, which say vaccinated people do not have to wear masks. However, Chris, local ordinances and businesses and workplaces may still require you to wear them.
Good information. Thank you, Megan. And Sangamon County Transit is reminding you that you must still wear your mask on buses and on planes. TSA's mask requirement doesn't expire until September. Until then, Sangamon County is rolling with TSA guidelines. If you don't have a covering on at the bus stop, the bus may not even stop. You won't be allowed to get on one if you're not masked up. The Decatur Civic Center played host to the Decatur Business Expo today. Dozens of local businesses, including us at WAND, had their booth set up. It provided networking opportunities and a chance to showcase local projects. The expo featured the State of the City speech by Mayor Julie Moore Wolf. Her message was clear. It's time for Decatur to move forward in 2021.
We've got a lot of work in this community to do, but we can. We have come through the greatest nightmare any of us could ever have imagined. We can sure as hell fix this town. We've been to hell and back, and we're ready to move on.
After a long year because of COVID-19, Mayor Moore Wolf said, quote, "Decatur is back," as she cut the ribbon for the expo. Illinois continues the push to make sure kids are back in school this fall. The Department of Public Health will be sending saliva-based testing supplies to elementary schools. It's the Shield test that scientists at the U of I developed. The test detects COVID quickly, even if you don't show symptoms. The schools will get results within 24 hours. Middle schools and high schools will also get the Shield test. Moderna is asking the FDA to greenlight its vaccine for teens. The company says its vaccine was 100% effective in its last trial with 12 to 17-year-olds. Right now, the vaccine is only approved for adults 18 and up. If approved, it would be the second vaccine the FDA has signed off for this age group. Pfizer is approved for 12 to 15-year-olds. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine shelf life just got a little longer. It was 3 months, now it's 4.5. Johnson & Johnson says the FDA decision was based on new data. It comes as many state officials warned they had tons of unused vaccines close to expiring. The CDC says over 21 million doses have been shipped. Only about half of those have been used. And as more of you roll up your sleeves, case counts are falling. Carle Hospital in Urbana says it has seen a dramatic drop in patients testing positive as more people get vaccinated. That includes outpatients, patients in regular beds, and in the ICU. Doctors say the numbers show it. The vaccine works.
Everyone's so happy that there's less patients coming to the emergency department and being admitted and coming to the ICU. At the same time, you know, there still are people being admitted. There still are people that are really sick. But most of the people we see that are hospitalized or in the ICU or that wind up dying are those that haven't been vaccinated yet. And that's sad to see.
Doctors say if you are not vaccinated, you should probably still be wearing your mask.
It is 4:04 on your Thursday. Just one more day to go until you can officially call it the weekend. And what a day we had in store for us today. Warm, hot, and humid. But of course, as we take a look at our satellite radar, you're going to notice things changing just a little bit over the course of the next several hours. Spotted showers, isolated in nature across the area. That's going to continue to be the trend as we head into the rest of this evening. But there is some drier air coming on the back end of this. So Flooring America, Barn Citizen Building, downtown Decatur, mostly cloudy skies at times, but hey, you know what? That's not necessarily something to be down about. What we know so far about all of this is that we're going to continue to see warm weather returning here in Central Illinois, progressing over the course of the next 2 days, even into your weekend. So over the next 12 hours, well, things slowly starting to change as we head into tonight. We're going to say goodbye to the isolated showers and welcome in some sunshine and dry air. I'll have all the details coming up in a few short minutes.
New details now at 4. We now know the name of a man who drowned at Clinton Lake. The DeWitt County coroner says 53-year-old Armando Borrego was pulled out of the lake last night. The coroner says Borrego was swimming towards a jet ski when he went underwater. An autopsy is scheduled for today. Developing now, the Decatur Fire Department is investigating a suspicious fire. It happened after 9 this morning at a house on East William Street. When crews arrived, they found smoke coming from the home. Firefighters say no one was inside at the time. Investigators are still looking for a cause. Well, Illinoisans are fearing for their safety. This is according to a new study done by SafeWise. Take a look at this map here. It's the 10 most and the 10 least worried states in the U.S. Right there in the middle, you see Illinois is red. It's coming in as the second most worried state. Let's take a closer look at the findings. 64% of Illinoisans said they worry about their safety on the daily. 83% said they were concerned about gun violence. 56% said they use some sort of protection for their property. The city of Danville is looking for probationary police officers. You can apply now. The testing process includes an agility test, written test, and oral interview. You must pass all 3 to move on to the next step. You can find an application on the city's website. Horse therapy still to come, how the majestic creatures can help with your mental health. Plus travel trouble, why taking flight may mean longer lines. But first, WAND News and Papa Murphy's have teamed up for you to win a family pack from Papa Murphy's. Go to our website, you're going to enter that phase code at the bottom of your screen there. It's olives. One person will be selected to win 2 large topping pizzas, a side, and a soda. We'll announce the winner tomorrow at 4. Then watch again next Thursday for another chance to win. We'll be right back. Well, there are new problems in the age of remote virtual work, virtual harassment. Experts say any type of harassment happens when an employee uses protected characteristics over someone that they work with. This could include race, gender, sexual orientation, seniority. Experts say remote work has made it easier for employees to exert power since it's done through text or on the phone. It can go unmonitored and unrecorded. The Society of Human Resource Management offers these tips for employers. Tweak your regular sexual harassment training. It should include virtual harassment examples. Encourage your employees to report inappropriate behavior right away. Also limit one-on-one meetings between employees. Horses, turns out they can help with dealing with trauma. Gateway Family Services out of Potomac provided intensive mental health services for those who have gone through trauma. The program director says horses' brains are extremely similar to humans who have been through trauma. The program has helped hundreds of people, not only in Illinois, but across the country.
We want to look at what's good for both individuals, the horse and the human, and helping them find healing. And so it's a really unique approach, but more comprehensive in understanding how our brain develops, and that's the way that we target the brain during session, because then we can find healing that way.
Gateway Family Services is hosting an international conference this weekend of June 16th. The conference is meant to teach anyone how to address the impact of trauma. Visit risingtideconference.com for more information. Well, now on WAND, it was a sight to see. Just after sunrise, we were treated to a partial solar eclipse. But if you didn't get out of bed early enough, we got you covered. Here's a look at several parts of the country that did get to see it. Canada got the best of it, the rare sight called the Ring of Fire. The next solar eclipse will take place in October of 2023. I had the awesome privilege, Phil, to see the full solar eclipse a couple of years ago when I worked in Idaho. It is just an incredible sight to see.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I was here in Central Illinois at Eastern Illinois University whenever that one happened, but it is absolutely incredible. Just one of those things that if you have the opportunity to see, I always do encourage you to
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Consumer news now. The supply chain is jammed. This is the country gets back to business. Companies are having a hard time keeping up with demand. Starbucks is one of them. Many Illinois customers have complained about stores not having certain items. The company says the shortages are temporary and it's working to restock ASAP. Well, if you're planning on hitting the skies, be prepared to stand in line longer. TSA is expecting staff shortages this month. The agency thinks it will affect about a third of airports. Some are already reporting longer wait times of up to 4 hours. TSA is looking to hire thousands of people, though. The agency is even using $1,000 sign-on bonuses to reel in workers. Well, prices are once again jumping. The Labor Department says inflation rose more than 0.5% last month. Over the past year, prices have soared 5%. So to put things in perspective, that's the biggest spike that we have seen since 2008. Experts say it's due to rapid reopening and the shortages that companies are facing. Hugging Heroes coming up for a young girl's love is spreading joy across the entire country. And later, Comfy Confidence. The new shoe that's perfect from working from home. Guess you can guess what it is right here. Well, you've heard of Octomom, but how about Decamom? A 37-year-old South African gave birth to a record-breaking 10 babies at once. The woman's husband told the newspaper they were only expecting 8, and she did it all naturally.
The response, they're like, oh, we were only expecting 8.
We were only expecting 8. Like,
no big deal,
10's no big. Yeah,
we'll
just deal with 8. That is a lot of children.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, it's hard enough. Well, okay, let's be honest. Madison takes care of me. It's hard enough for her to take care of me, let alone me and more kids.
10 of them, though.
That's insane.
But think about this. The brothers and sisters would never have to worry about not having someone to play with, because if you don't like number 4, you can go to number 7. Like, I mean,
or they could all just like each other.
That's never going to happen. We know that. All right. Speaking of liking people, an 11-year-old girl is spreading love across the country, one hug at a time. Meet Rosalind Baldwin. She's from Louisiana, and for the past 5 years, she's been traveling the country giving hugs to law enforcement officers. This week, she made it to New Mexico. Every officer gets a tag that says, "Officially hugged by Rosalind." She's looking to build bridges between police and the community.
I love all of you, and I want you guys to know that you all are blessed. You're very important. Well, they really do need it to all this pain, so I want to assure them that they're important by giving them hugs.
Her smile just makes you happy. After New Mexico, Rosalind has only 14 more states in the country to visit. What a powerful message from someone just so young. It's nice to see our kids doing something nice.
For sure. And you know what? I was thinking about it because I read the story actually before the show started. Last week we ran about going to each 50 states to get a little diamond for Madison's ring. Now I can just go ahead and give hugs while I'm doing that.
All right. Well, an unlikely team up. Luxury fashion brand Balenciaga has teamed up with Crocs for the Spring 2022 collection. The result are these foam heels. The creator says they combine the chill vibes of Crocs with the business confidence, but they come with a price tag. Who is going to pay this? No one. $850 a pair. So it brings us to Talk Back Thursday. What are your thoughts on the new design? I think we all know what I think. Samantha McGraw says, I didn't think Crocs could get any uglier. I was wrong. All right, so I've seen a couple people post on our Facebook page. I think my favorite one is from Scotty Jones. You're gonna slip inside your shoe and slip and break your neck.
I want to throw this out there though. This is just one of the designs. If you look on their website,
this here.
Yeah, this is not a good one to put out there for PR reasons. They need to go with the other ones.
Well,
the
if you
camo would have been good too.
And if you propose, Madison can wear them at the wedding.
I don't think we're going to have that kind of wedding. It's going to be hot and humid this weekend. In fact, some people would say it's similar to Florida weather, kind of where the Crocs live, and maybe you want to roll out those Crocs or Croc heels, whatever it is. Nonetheless, less humid as we head into next week. Chris is rolling his eyes. Plenty of sunshine, but temperatures back in the mid-80s. That's what we call a dry heat, is whenever the dew points start to drop. That's exactly what we get.
I have no words for you right now. Like, all about the Crocs, huh? Maybe I'll wear them when you propose, and that isn't happening. So we'll see you back here at 5.